Howdy, y'all. It's Ryan,
And Paul.
the Bitter Bassman,
From Uncle Book.
and the Jalapeno Overdrive.
Overdrive.
Yeah, but also RNA music. And we're here to answer a question.
One question.
One question. There was a question on yesterday's Ask RNA, which actually you're probably seeing it right now. Maybe. I don't know. And it was for Paul, but Paul wasn't here.
I was actually out doing something for the first time in ages.
He was out doing stuff and things
With people.
other humans. Not bats.
Not Ryan. Very rare does that happen.
So, but we thought we'd come in today, Saturday. It's vlog day.
Vlog day.
I forgot to vlog earlier. Oh well, this will be in the vlog maybe. I don't know.
This might be the vlog.
Part of it. But we're going to answer the question. So let's get right to it. Stratocat62. This question is, great show as always, short but sweet. I have a question for the Bitter Bassman. I have an opportunity to buy a Fender American Deluxe Precision 5-string from a friend. My question is, being that I'm a guitar player, should I stick to a 4-string instead of a 5? What are the pros and cons in your opinion? I'm not a bass player, but I thought it would be fun to have one around. Could you recommend an amp to go with a 5-string? I've been looking at a used marked bass 2x10 combos. Have you ever tried one? Thanks in advance, Vince. Hashtag KTMA. I just noticed, could you recommend an amp to go with a 5-string? Sounds like he's already made up his mind.
I know. So why are you asking? If you're pretty sure and you're checking it out, you don't need my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. I can give you my opinion, but you can do what you want with it.
You should totally give him your opinion.
Trust me, people give me their opinion all the time and I don't listen to any of it.
That's true.
Especially Angela, but then Angela yells at me later on. I was like, I told you so.
Because she ends up being right.
Yes.
And you're like, if you would just listen.
You gotta learn on your own. Okay.
So, 4-string or 5 for...
Really depends on what you plan on doing with the bass. I mean, if you're just wanting one around the house to have, I would stick with a 4-string. I was telling him earlier, I find it funny that all guitar players at least have one bass and all bassists have at least one guitar. Can't guarantee any of us ever play it. But and if we do, I'm sure, I know when I pick up my guitar, I play bass lines on it.
Play bass on your guitar.
I do.
So you'll probably play bass like a guitar player plays bass.
Yes.
Probably. Which is fine.
Now, the only reason I ever went to a 5-string is because when we recorded music back in the day, he always wrote stuff in drop D, and I got tired of retuning my bass, so I figured I'd just buy a 5-string. So yeah, it comes in handy, and since you're a guitar player, and if you've never played a 7-string guitar, you will have to get used to moving to is your bottom string.
The low B.
See, I have it backwards. You say it, top string's your B?
I say that's your low string.
Your low string. I just say it's the top string. It was going to be a B. So you have to get used to
Your 5th string.
Yes. Or first.
Well, when you buy a package of strings, what's the number on the label?
I don't look at the label.
It's the 5th string.
I put the thick one on the thick end.
The thick one goes up here, and the skinny one goes over there.
Yeah.
That's how you get it. It's easy peasy.
So if you're not going to plan on doing a lot of recording or playing gigs with it, I would just stick with the 4-string. I mean,
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna somewhat agree with Paul
And if you play in the key of E flat, it's easier to play in E flat.
and somewhat disagree. I somewhat agree, somewhat disagree. I somewhat agree in the fact that yes, as a guitar player, going to a 4-string bass, it's going to make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
You will be more comfortable on
You
the
know
4.
the first 4 strings already.
Yeah, because it lines up with your lowest strings on your guitar. E, A, D, G.
Mhm.
We'll just say the note names. So you're going to be comfortable with that. So I do agree that your first steps into the land of the bass, a 4 makes a lot of sense. However, to play devil's advocate, I can't even talk anymore. I kind of like playing a 5 and sort of, I think if you're going to gradually migrate to a 5 eventually anyway, why not just jump right into it?
You can do that.
For
Like
me,
I said, what's he going to do with it, though? I mean,
yeah, it does depend what you do. Like for me, when I go to have to play some bass from guitar, I kind of think of the bass as a different animal altogether. other than just a big old guitar with big strings, you know. So the switch,
Yeah,
because I don't play 7-string guitar.
Right.
Like a 7 feels weird to me. Like I'm not comfortable on a 7, but a 5-string bass makes sense to me for some reason. I don't know why. But I also did start on a 4. I played on a 4 for a while, and then when I went to the 5, it was a pretty comfortable switch.
And somebody's pulling up.
What? Customers.
We'll be back right after these messages.
You will do as I say,
Full
or
of
I shall
emptiness.
burn your nation to the ground.
Yeah.
This I command.
So we were on.
No one will.
Let's
You said
see.
5-string. I said, what you gonna do?
Yeah. So there's our thoughts on 4 versus 5, I think. Can you recommend an amp to go with a 5-string or a bass? He's asking about that Mark bass 2x10.
Now I looked at the Mark Bass 2x10s. They said it got pretty good reviews. I mean, they said if you're gonna be playing clubs, small bars, clubs, maybe a church if you're a church player, and you practice amp, it's good. Weighs about 40 pounds. You get a good tone out of it. Simple knobs for tone and stuff. I was like, but me personally, I have a practice amp of an orange amp, which is all right for practice.
Yep.
But I am very fond of my Mesa. I mean, you can ask him every time I plug it in. I'm just like, oh man, I forget how good this amp sounds.
It does sound pretty good.
Yeah, it adds that extra.
It's got something that the other bass amps.
Yeah, the tone quality. I leave everything equal across the board and just natural tone, without messing with anything. I get a great sound out of it.
What is it? Let me look at it.
It's a Venture
It's the Impulse
Impulse.
Venture. It's from their Impulse series of
But
bass amps.
The bad thing about it, it weighs well over 100 pounds.
It is heavy.
It is a very heavy amp. So,
And it's not cheap.
no.
But-
But you're looking, I think, back. what was that,
Oh, back then
10,
it was like...
1600.
Yeah. And that was a while back. But it still plays great.
Yeah, we've never
I-
had an issue with it.
Hey, I'm playing this dual rec that's a mid-90s dual rectifier, and it still has the original tubes.
My basses go out before the amp's gone out. I had two or three
That's
basses
true.
go out.
You threw one out
One
of the
out,
car.
yeah, one out the back of my truck, and then the other two, I guess, electrical issues.
Yeah, well, that's probably just wiring we need to get fixed. So, but yeah, but no bad reviews on that.
No,
Mark-based stuff?
I read several from several different sites. They all gave good reviews, good sound. I was curious, is it the one that tilts up or stands straight? I would go with the one that tilts up a little bit. Helps carry the sound towards you instead of by your feet.
That's kind of nice, the little kickback ones.
Yes.
I like that.
People laughed at me back in the day because I had actually couldn't hear myself at times, and I would put my foot on the amp to feel the vibrations to know if I was hitting the right note or not.
I can't wait to feel some bass tonight.
Plus, you get a great foot massage.
Works out great.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Stratocat. So I promised in the Ask RNA video I would get Paul to come answer this.
And I came in just for you.
Just for you. And then we got a student band practice in just a second. But, you know, we'll see. We may or may not need his bass prowess if the young bass player shows up.
Right.
Student. That's what I
Bass
mean.
player of the
Bass
next
player.
generation.
The next generation bass players.
Make it so.
All right. So there you go. And if you have any more questions, we'll try to answer those. Well, leave your comments below. What do you guys think as guitar players or as bass players? What do you think? 4 versus 5?
I'm curious, how
What
many
are
of
your
you
thoughts?
guitar players out there have basses?
I do. Do I?
Yes. Well,
I don't know if I...
No,
actually,
wait.
I don't know. They're all my sons. I just use
you got
his.
mine and his.
Yeah. We have... Hi.
Hi. Special guest, Angela.
I'm doing a Paul.
Yeah. Hi.
We switched spots. Everybody wants to be me.
Why wouldn't you? Right? Why wouldn't you? Everybody
I
wants to
don't
play
even want
bass.
to be me.
I have access to basses. I'll just
Yes,
say that.
and I have access to guitars.
I keep thinking that I want to buy a bass for myself. Technically, all the basses in our house do belong to my son. I need my own bass.
He's the happy bass player.
He's the happy bass player. Not bitter. But
Still young.
But he's
There's
young.
time.
He's young. life is still full of excitement. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed the answer from the Bitter Bassman. Please leave your comments below on your thoughts. 4 versus 5 strings. What do you think?
Or 6, 7, 8, 12.
6 is too many. You might as well just play guitar.
I was about to say. No, yeah.
Yeah.
What
6
that?
is excessive. 5-string bass, I'm okay with.
Yeah,
6,
it goes, no, wait, 6 you go B to B.
yeah, if you play a 6-string bass, you don't even play in a band with people.
No,
You just
you're
play the
a
bass.
solo artist.
Yeah. Shit, look at me. I play this. There's probably like one 6-string bass guy who's gonna leave this.
Yeah, somebody's out there. Hey man,
Shut
I play in a
up.
band.
Shut up. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Until then, keep the music alive,
Keep faith in bass.
and we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Later.